Hey everybody, what's going on? Jonathan Perez from Surefire Web Services here, and today I'm going to talk to you about the Beaver Builder Themer, or the Theme Builder. Now, up until today, I have stood away from pretty much everything about it. I did not want to try the alpha, I did not want to try the beta, only because they weren't the permanent edition. So I didn't familiarize myself with anything before doing this video. And I realized there are already a dozen videos about this plugin, basically created before it was even released, which is just something I didn't want to do. But I don't care. So I'm going to start fresh with the official version, not the alpha, not the beta, the official version. And we're going to dive in and try to figure out what the hell this thing actually is, right? So I just uploaded it. I'm going to go ahead and activate it. And from what I gather, actually we could just head over to the, well, I gotta blur that out. Let's head over to the Beaver Builder website and see what we got here. An add-on for Beaver Builder, a whole new world of possibilities. Now, my understanding is that this basically allows you to create page templates, which, for those who know me, for those who don't know me, I'm a heavy Views user. Views does the same thing, but Views is a little more code-based. Like, you have to code the HTML and the styles and everything else. Beaver Builder, however, is Beaver Builder. It is front-end based, it's visual, and whatever you see is what you build. So that's what I'm going to mess around with today, and that's what I want to see. How powerful is Beaver Themer? How powerful is this thing? Can it replace Views? What can and can't it do? And how easy is it to use? That's kind of what I want to see. When I first brought on Beaver Builder, I was blown away because it was so simple. And I was like, okay, I have to have this. So do you need to buy Beaver Themer? Let's find out. All right, their description is layouts for archive pages, templates, post types, 404 search pages, create parts like headers, footers, blah, 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 blah. All right, let's see what we can do. I'm going to use johnperez.me. That's my website. This site was designed pretty quickly. I mean, there's really not much to it. I really just kind of focused on just getting the information in rather than the actual design of it. So what I'm going to do is click on one of these, and I want to create a brand new blog page, a single blog page, because this is my single blog page, and you know, it's stupid. There's nothing to it. It's just a regular plain old blog page, right? Nothing special. Let's see if we can spruce this up a little bit using Beaver Themer. All right, so I just installed it. Beaver Builder plugin Pro. Let me put my licenses in, and I will be right back. Okay, we are back, and I've updated and taken care of what I got to take care of. Now, let's head into the builder. Now, keep in mind, this is the first time I'm actually using this. I have never used this before. I don't know what to expect. I mean, all I've really seen is the images. I think I saw one or two videos, but I have no clue how this works. And that's how I like going into things, because I want to make sure that any tool that I'm using is intuitive, something that I can just jump on and use without having to read hours of documentation, right? So how big of a learning curve is Beaver Themer? So theme layouts, okay. You have templates. Let's click templates. Okay, I don't even know what those are. I guess templates already show up in the Beaver. Saved rows, saved modules, categories. All right, let's just get this thing going. I'm going to add a new theme layout. And I'm going to call this single post view. Let's see, is it a theme layout, a template, a row, or a module? It is a theme layout. Layout, header, footer, archive, singular, 404, or part. Interesting. Let's do singular. Add theme layout. All right, let's see what we got here. Choose a location. I don't even know what that means. Posts. There you go. Ooh, I like that. So far, intuitive. What else? What other options do we have? Pages, products. Ooh, very cool. Users. Logged in, logged out. I like that. All right, this is not even part of this. These are all plugin thingamajiggers, so let's get rid of those. Is that it? Is this the whole? This is the whole thing? All right, let's launch the builder. See how this thing works. Awesome. Okay. All right. I'm kind of liking this already. This is pretty sick. Let's see. Full width, fixed content, height, default, text color. Yeah. Oh, wow. Look at that. It immediately just gave me exactly what I wanted. That is pretty freaking cool. My question is, I'm using Genesis. Is it possible to just have the sidebar here? Like, where would the sidebar? Would I have to do a manual sidebar? Okay. All right. I guess that's something that kind of has to get figured out, because what I would want to do is, oh, here's the post modules, is have, you know, my regular layout, because this automatically kind of made it full width. So it replaced the Genesis sidebar by default. And I'm kind of wondering how that, you know, how I could get that back. Because usually the sidebar I want to use for either an ad or something I'm promoting or whatever the case may be. But this is pretty cool. I mean, this kind of did it super fast. So let's see how this actually works. This background is the featured image. So I have the photo, post featured image. Okay, I could pick the size. I could pick a default image if I want. All right, that's pretty cool. Wow. I like it. I love that it just did the layout without me even having to do anything, because this is kind of what I wanted to do. I had Views and Beaver Builder, and that integration wouldn't even let me create a background image. So this is pretty cool to have. I'm going to get rid of the author, because I'm not an author. I don't need that here. So let's see. Author, let's hide that. This is post info settings. Okay. Comments. Is there a way to kind of like style this? No comments, one comment, right? That's comments. I don't need to show comments. I just want the date. Terms. Okay, so that's the category that it's in. Yeah, I could show that. Let's show the category. Podcast, right? And the date format, May 10th. Okay. So there's, all right. So you could build it, but you're kind of limited to the options, which is okay. I mean, let's say I just wanted the month and the day and not the year. Like, I don't see that. I don't see where I can actually change that either. Like, if I didn't want to show the year, I mean, I guess I kind of have to. Alignment center, font size. Yep, that's fine. Oh, maybe it's here. Oh, no, that just changes the order. All right, no big deal. Well, let's say I wanted this stacked. Okay. You know what? So far, so good. I'll have to dig in to see how to actually do a little more with it. As a front-end builder that can do what this does, I think it's pretty awesome. It doesn't have the flexibility of HTML. That's just kind of what I'm noticing here. Let's see if there's anything else that we can add. It's just attached images, featured images, and post title. I'm not even sure where post info was. So if I delete that, how do I get that back? Advanced modules. No. Basic modules. No, I don't see it. So, all right. So that's one thing that, you know, I don't like. But whatever. I mean, that's not a big deal. If you want to build a cool page and you want to build it fast and that's what you're doing, then that's awesome. I would have, I would kind of like to separate these things to kind of make it however I want, right? Like maybe I want the date to be on the top and then the category to be on the bottom. I could probably duplicate this somehow, but whatever. I mean, there's different ways of getting around it. This is the content, which is pretty cool. This is posted in podcast. Oh, I can actually have the reply box. Where is all this stuff though? Like what's going on here? Why can't I see this? This is the comment setting, but how come this is not here? You know what? Let me save this. I'm going to save this. And let's see what this is. Oh, this is awesome. So this is the preview. Okay, let's edit the theme layout, and let me just make sure that it gets applied to the posts, all posts. I'm going to update that. And then I'm going to head over to my posts. Let's see, how do you side hustle? Let's check this out. And boom. Yeah, pretty awesome. Look at that. Love how that works, and I love how easy it is. I want to find out what the heck happened to all those options. Like, it's already there when you go into the page, but what if I accidentally delete it? Can I get it back? I don't need this author thing. I don't want that. So I'm going to go ahead and edit those things. It takes over the whole page, which is cool, but one of the things I'm a little concerned about is the fact that my sidebar is gone, and I don't know how I would get that back. If I click on edit post, let's see, because Genesis has the different options for the layout settings. Maybe if I click sidebar and I click update, let's see if that adds it there. I'm hoping it does. It does not. So that's one thing that I really want to look into, because that's pretty big. That's we gotta take care of that. So I mean that seems pretty easy. Seems pretty legit. If I go back in here and I click on theme layouts, it doesn't look like there's much that you can't do. You can get the entire page layout, which is pretty awesome. Let's do a little test. Let's do, I don't want to, all right, I guess a template. Let's try that. Add a saved template. Launch page builder. Okay, well, oh, I see. Okay, so this is kind of like defining what's what, right? So if I do a template, that's going to be like when I hop onto these pages, I click on, I got to get a page that's a page builder podcast. Here we go. If I click on this page and I click page builder, so if I create a new template, that's going to be able to be used in this area. I get that. So let me back out of this. So it's kind of got to like figure out the terminology, which is fine. Singular is a single type post. Theme layout. Oh, template saver. Okay, so you can create one of these things. All right, I kind of get it. So theme layout is what you're creating across different post types, posts, things like that. And then template's a template, saved row is a saved row, and a module is a module. So, all right, now the theme layout, we have a header, a footer, an archive, a singular, a 404, and a part. Let's see what part is. Let's see what part is. Testing part. Add a theme layout. Let's see what options come up when you're building the part of a website. Position. Page open, close. Okay, so these are the hooks on the theme, which is pretty awesome. All right. If I do before header, there's a lot more hooks in Genesis, by the way, but I mean, this is pretty basic stuff. This is awesome. I like that. So I can do a before header part, choose the location, entire site. Oh, I like this. So let's say I have a new announcement, and I want it to be shown to all users. Then let's launch the page builder. I'm hoping this is some kind of blank thing right here. Oh, wow, look at that. And then it just puts the actual content area above the header. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. Oh, okay. So you can start doing some pretty crazy stuff here. If I have an announcement, or if I have something that I want shown across the entire website for a little bit, or maybe even I just put a top bar with like a little phone number here or something else here, and then I don't have to code it, which makes things a lot easier. See, in Genesis, you would have to do add a widget area, Genesis above header, blah, 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 and then it's all, and then you would put the widgets in. With this, you literally just build it like that. Oh, I love that. That's freaking great. Okay, let's keep experimenting. What else do we got here? Let's back up. So that's the theme part. That's pretty sick. Now let's try the sidebar, because it removed my sidebar before. So let's see what where that shows up. Launch the builder. Okay. It just kind of showed up in the whole row. Not excited about that. One of the sites I did actually had a specific Beaver Builder. I had to use the short code to kind of put it in, and it was awesome. And I would have loved to use this instead, but it looks like there's some weirdness happening with the sidebar. Maybe it's a setting or something. I have no idea. But this is pretty cool. So that's what the part is. So you choose where you want it, and then on that specific page, it'll go where it needs to go, which is pretty sweet. I'm wondering, this seems pretty, what's the word I'm looking for? Easy. Well, definitely not the word easy. Just the fact that you can build easy things quickly, like the archive, a single page layout, a 404 page, part of whatever theme you're on. Looks like we could do a header and a footer also. Let me try that. One thing I would love to see and implement is loops inside of loops, and I'm not sure if that's possible. Maybe there's a short code. I'm going to have to dig in a little more. So this thing is basically going to take a lot of digging, as you can see. But first impression, I mean, this is pretty awesome. I have a header. I can make it sticky. Ooh, yeah, let's make my header sticky. Shrink it? Sure. That's nice. An overlay. What's that? Overlay this header on top of the page content with a transparent background. Oh, cool. Okay. Location. Whoa, so you can have different headers for different sections. That's pretty sweet. Let's do entire site. And this is for users. If you have a membership site, it looks like you can create a separate header for members only. That's pretty sweet. Let's launch this page builder. It takes a lot of the code logic out of it. Whoa! Okay. Whoa, this is hideous. But this is cool, because this replaces my header. So you can I can make whatever I want here. That's pretty funny. This is one row, and then this is the other row, the navigation and all that stuff. Sweet. So they're basically taking everything that Beaver Builder is, which is awesome, and it used to just do the content area, and now you can basically Beaver build every part of your website, which, I mean, I can imagine the possibilities that this amazing plugin is going to bring. This is freaking sweet. This is really cool. Like I said, there's still some digging to do. Some of the cons is, the sidebar. What happened to the sidebar on the Genesis thing when I create a post layout? The other thing is the actual more complex situations where you have to build a loop inside of a loop. Let's say, for example, my courses, I have a course page, and then on the bottom I list the rest of the courses. Will I be able to do that with the Themer? I don't know yet. There's nothing that makes it crystal clear that I can. I don't see short codes, so I'll probably have to jump into the documentation a little bit. Maybe if you build a loop, maybe you can paste it in with a short code. I have no idea. The other thing is the flexibility as far as views. I mean, there's a whole lot of HTML that you can do, but you can literally build anything. With the Themer, it just seems like the things that you can build are only as available as the options that they have, which is not bad. It makes life easy. But like I said, for the more complex things, it's probably, I don't know yet. I don't know yet until I really dig in. But it doesn't seem like it's going to be super intuitive. Now, this is the first initial release. This is 1.0, so I'm sure they probably have a lot of things planned down the road. For what it is, I love it. I mean, I just built the page. I just built the layout for all my stuff in a second, right? So imagine if you actually sit there and you start to, maybe add your own styles and do certain things. I just think this was pretty freaking cool. I got the background image. This is the featured image. You got the title. You got your information here, and then the content. And then it gives you all of this information that you can add and take away as well. So brilliant, super easy. But it seems like it's for basic stuff. I'm sure there's some advanced techniques and tutorials. And as I dig more, I promise I will share that with you. For now, this is Jonathan Perez, SurefireWebServices.com. If you like this video, comment, let me know. There will be more to come. And this is my first impression of the Beaver Themer. The Beaver Themer. Can't talk this morning. Thanks a lot, guys.